Hey friends in Facebook land, hi, it's Joy with Sub Rosa Tea, and I'm coming to you today live from Triple Squeeze Pottery Studios. I am the owner of Sub Rosa Tea. Again, my name is Joy, and we sell loose leaf tea. We have over 80 flavors of loose leaf tea available. Everything that we sell is available on our website. And we wanted to give you a quick insight into kind of the life of pottery. Have you noticed that we have started selling handmade pottery on our website? We have a very special top shelf page in which we have sold several pieces of handmade pottery. And since I had the time, I wanted to do today's tea time live in the pottery studio so you could see what it looks like. Now, today's tea time on Tuesday at 2 is going to be a little bit different, and we are willing to take questions. So I want you to be open to asking questions, and I am going to stop and help answer both myself about the tea and also Chris, the owner of Triple Squeeze Pottery. So stay tuned. First thing I'm going to show you is something we have been selling now since February. It is called a tea pet, and I am in love. Look at how stinking cute this is. I absolutely love this. Friends, Chris made this, a triple squeeze. It actually is made out of clay. So Potter made this. So this starts out as a big brick of clay, and I'm actually going to show you what it looks like. But first of all, a teapot is something that goes with your tea set service. A teapot gets fed your leftover tea. So every time you have a cup or a pot of tea and you have a couple drops left over, go ahead and pour it right onto your teapot, and that's how the teapot eats. Isn't that adorable? This will actually absorb the color and aroma of your tea. This product here is not glazed, and that's what allows it to do that. This teapot in particular, now teapots have been around, oh gosh, like thousands of years, honestly. But this teapot in particular, Chris came up with the design to make it a fortune cookie. Who doesn't love good fortune, especially during tea time? Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. There's something else I wanted to point out to you. Chris at Triple Squeeze does logo work. Do you see right here? This is our logo. Now I know it might look backwards to you, but I promise it is correct on the teapot. So if you are a creative and you have your own brand and your own company and you would like something in pottery shown with your logo, I want you to think about connecting with Chris at Triple Squeeze Pottery. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to remind you, make sure you go over and like her page, okay, friends? So the first thing I'm going to show you, I think it's time to turn the camera around. So bear with me, and I'm going to show you what it actually looks like to start. We are, again, in Triple Squeeze Studio. So I'm going to show you here that the teapot, when it arrives on site, is actually a huge block of clay. This is actually 25 pounds of clay that comes into the studio. And the staff here cuts it down into 1 pound bricks. 1 pound of clay goes into making the mugs. We sell several styles of mugs that Triple Squeeze has made. So this in particular, 1 block of clay goes into making a mug. On this area, I want to show you what the teapot started as. The teapot, the block of clay gets rolled out and it starts as a circle. And then she used a stamp, like rolling pin, to engrave, I guess, or stamp the beautiful design into the clay. And then, of course, she formed it in her special way to make the teapot. Also on this table, while I'm here, I wanted to show you some more finished products before I take you on a quick tour of all of the stages that the clay goes through. Here we have obviously a very beautiful, beautiful plate. Can you see all the beautiful colors here? Oh, I just love it. This bowl for everyday use, absolutely beautiful glazes, blues and browns, and of course, the cups and mugs as well, all kinds of serving devices that you can use for absolutely anything. By the way, friends, did you know on June 10th, it's National Iced Tea Day? I think we should do something fun. In addition to all the things I'm going to be showing you, just a quick snap of the journey of handmade pottery. I'm going to show you a couple different phases as we walk around the studio here. Hi, friends. Hi, everyone. Anybody have any questions? Chris is here, and she is throwing with an assistant in the studio. So make sure you let me know if you have any questions for these two lovely ladies.
Hi, thanks for joining us.
Suji is here with white clay. Look at how beautiful. And she just started this. I've only been here a few minutes, and she just started. So gorgeous already. And this is Chris. Does everyone know Chris at Triple Squeeze?
We're working with brown clay today.
And Chris started her journey into handmade pottery in about in 2010. And in the year 2015, she started selling some of her handmade pottery items. So she's been in business for quite some time now. And often you will see the two of us together at Vintage Market Days shows. Chris and I both vend at a Vintage Market Day show in Cleveland and also the one in Akron. Chris, what are you making here today?
Right now I'm working just on a cylinder. Hopefully it'll grow up to be a mug or a tall beer stein. So we'll see what it's feeling today.
I'm going to let you get back to throwing, and we're going to start out with the next phase. So after the pottery is thrown, it is cut, and then it hangs out in this area of the studio for drying. Chris, how long does it take to dry typically?
Typically, depending on the weather, it could take a couple weeks, it could take 3 weeks. Right now it's a little bit damp and humid, so it's going to take a little bit longer. In the winter, the heat is on, so we're fighting to not let items dry out too quickly. So there's ways to speed up the drying cycle and slow it down. So we're always fighting the atmospheric conditions for clay.
Isn't that amazing? After it dries, you're going to result into something like this. And here, this is before it gets fired. Beautiful. And then it gets, the items, the pieces of pottery get fired. How long does that take, Chris?
The first firing takes about 16 hours. I do hold it on a preheat for 6 hours and then 12 hours to cool. And then the second glaze firing takes about 12 hours.
12 hours, and how hot does it get?
It's up to approximately 2200 degrees for the glaze firing. The bisque firing is a little over 1900 degrees.
Well, let me tell you, friends, you're not going to be doing this kind of firing in your own home oven, are ya? You're not going to be doing this in your kitchen. Got some specialty tools here, huh?
Got some serious equipment and some serious safety precautions, so we're all good.
So after the firing, the next process is the bisque. Is that right, Chris?
After the bisque, then we glaze.
The bisque comes first, and then we glaze.
And then we glaze and do the second firing. So what you're looking at right now is bisqueware. It's starting to vitrify. It's a little bit glass. If you can pick it up, you can tell it's starting to become ceramic. But it would still not be food safe because it is porous.
So it's not food safe yet. It does not have glaze, and in the beginning of the video, I specifically showed the teapot because I wanted to show you that that's not glazed, and it is porous. It's porous on purpose because teapots get fed your leftover tea. Some beautiful mugs over here. Hey there, friends. How are you today? Where are you watching us from? Again, this is Joy talking from Sub Rosa Tea, and we are in the studios of Triple Squeeze Pottery today. Anybody have any questions yet? I think people would be surprised to know how long it takes to go from the block of clay to the beautiful finished mugs that they get to buy on our website. How long does it typically take, Chris?
So far it's been 9 years. So typically 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, friends. How about you? At your job, does it take you that long to make a project? Does it take you 4 to 6 weeks? They sure do make it look easy, don't they? So I'm going to go back now and show you some more of the finished items. I didn't get to show you everything on the table. This is a very beautiful fruit bowl. And again, as Chris said, from start to finish, from the block of clay all the way until finish, it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. If you didn't hear, the drying time is something that doesn't seem to be something we can necessarily control. It has a lot to do with the weather, the humidity, the temperature, probably the air, right? The airflow, the circulation. Absolutely. Hey there, friends. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions for Chris at Triple Squeeze Pottery. Now, we sell several of her handmade mugs on our website, in addition to the gorgeous tea pets. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up was June 10th. June 10th is National Iced Tea Day, and we are going to celebrate in a really, really big way this year. We are hoping that all of you will take photos, selfies of you drinking tea. I'd love to be flooded, completely inundated with as many photos as we possibly can with you drinking loose leaf tea. A little while ago, I was contacted by a gentleman who had asked how to introduce tea ceremony to a group of people in his life. And I thought to myself, well, why would it be any different to introduce it to this particular group than anyone else in the world? In my mind, absolutely everyone could or should be tea drinkers. And I kind of want to show him that every single person on the planet could be a tea drinker. I would love to start a collage of all of you drinking tea to prove to the world that absolutely everyone can be a tea drinker. Chris is on to the next phase of what she's doing. Oh, I say next phase, but look, it's shaping. Isn't that amazing? What just happened in just a few minutes of us watching?
So what I'm doing is pushing out from the inside to make it belly out just a little bit.
Friends, I find this fascinating. I could watch this all day. If any of you have any questions for Chris, don't be shy. Feel free to speak up. We're going to keep this live just a few more minutes to show the world what it looks like for hand-thrown pottery. I personally love the wobble.
We love the wobble. The wobbles are good.
I'm new, so I'm embracing the wobble.
I love it.
We threw up perfection out the window here.
Who's ever been to a pottery class? Raise your hand. I need to know. I've never done this before. I've never sat at a pottery wheel. I've never taken a class like this. I've never tried my hand at it.
I think you do.
Lord knows I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I might be good at this. I don't know. Not really sure. Have you taken a class? Did you enjoy it? Did it turn out? Do you still have the piece? So again, friends, thank you for watching today's video. I appreciate it. Chris can be contacted through the Triple Squeeze Pottery Facebook page. Promise that you're going to give their page a like and follow along on social media. And like I said, you will see Triple Squeeze Pottery popped up alongside Sub Rosa Tea at several events throughout the calendar year. Thank you, everyone, for watching Tea Time on Tuesdays at 2. Tune in next week as we celebrate National Iced Tea Day.